Hello, welcome to Namma Vetri IAS Academy. In this video, we are going to study about and learn about polity. Polity is an important subject for not only for UPSC but also for all state service examinations and central government examinations. So, polity is the study of civil government. We are going to learn about how our government is running. That's what the main thing we are going to learn in this video. So, civil government, how our government is running. Government has some rules and regulations. Okay, this rules and regulations is called polity. For example, if you are going to play any games like cricket, means we are having some rules and regulations for that. So yes, for likewise, government is also having some rules and regulations. That name is called constitutions. Constitution provides set of rules and regulations for the government peoples. Likewise. Yeah, we are going to study one by one in the coming topics. Constitution has many schedules and the parts in that, so that's very important. And so in our government consists of central government and state government. So central government is one government, and 28 states we are having. So there are 28 state governments comes under central government. So how our governments are getting formed? Through elections only. For every 5 years, we are going to conduct elections. The government will conduct elections, and the people who all are got the majority, they will rule the government. They will rule the peoples, and they will rule the state and country. Okay. For central government and state government, there is the executive body is there. For central government, it's the executive body consists of president, prime minister, cabinet minister and attorney general of India. And for the state government, the executive body consists of governor, chief minister, minister and advocate general of the states. In this four categories, prime minister and cabinet minister, chief minister and ministers will get elected through election only. So you people all know that the people who are above 18 years of age can participate in elections, and they put their vote. So this is what important. Election also comes under constitution. So everything the government which all are running comes under constitution only. So for central government means prime minister and cabinet minister means there is separate election for that, and there is a state election means there is also a separate election for that. So if you want to become in the state government means we just go for first step for state governments, and then we go for central government. For state government means it's local MLA election. You people all know that local party MLAs like that peoples you know. So in 234 MLA constituency seats in Tamil Nadu, so the election is going to conduct for 234 seats, and the people who all are got majority means they can form the government. So and in the central government also there is MP election will be separately conducted, and the people who all are got majority in the MP election means they can form the government, and from that party they can select their prime minister, and they can form their government. So this is what the executive body, and from this president is elected. President is also elected but not by the people, but by the indirect election method. We just see the president election and governor appointing method in a separate video. So this were the basic things in polity. If you know this means we can go into the next topics. Next is we are going to see the major differences between president and governor. Actually, we have know that a president is for the central government and the governor is appointed by the central government for the state government. There is the major differences between president and the governor. We all see the differences. These are the major 5 differences between president and the governor. President is the president of appointment is done by the indirect election method. So the peoples of the state legislature assembly, MLA, and the member of parliament for the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, all of the peoples participate in the election for the president election. And for the governor, there is no indirect election. He is appointed by the president. He is serving the office of a particular state under the pleasure of the president. The governor can be changed at any time by the president. And for appointment of a governor to a particular state, he has to consult with the chief minister of that particular state to appoint the person as a governor. And one person can be appointed to more than one state as a governor. Can be appointed to not only for particularly one state, and he can be appointed to multiple states. For example, Tamilisai Soundararajan, the madam, she is governor to both Telangana and lieutenant governor to Pondicherry. Likewise only, and both is like that means, for example, after winning in the election or after getting appointed by the president, they are going to take the oath like I am the person and I am going to serve as per the constitution. Likewise, they are going to take the oath. So the oath is taken by the president in front of the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, or in case of absence of Chief Justice of Supreme Court, they take the oath under the senior most judge of the Supreme Court. And for the governor, oath means the oath taken for the governor is by the Chief Justice of that particular state High Court, or in case of absence of that Chief Justice means the senior most judge of that High Court can take the oath for the governor. And impeachment. So impeachment means removing the president or governor from his office. Till now, after independence, there is no more impeachment act has been done by the government. If in case on what basis the impeachment is done by means, if the president is not he is not obeying the constitution, he is unconstitutional means we can impeach the president and the governor. So the impeachment is done by both the houses of the parliament, which means in the parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are the two houses, and there are members in that houses. The members from both the houses, they have to collectively, majoritively decide this to impeach the president. That is very, very important. Here also the majority needs to impeach the president. That is very, very important. If there are 100 members means at least 75 members has to support to remove the president. That is very, very important. And so then only the impeachment will be done for the president. And in case for the governor means the constitution does not mention any of the grounds on what ground the governor has to be impeached, because state government does not have that much power. The governor can be removed from his post by the president only. So he is under the pressure of the president for the particular state. And ordinance making power. Ordinance making power means law making. That's what only. Actually, what is usual law making? The law, how the laws are made. The laws are made for central government, the laws are made by the parliament, and for the state government, the laws are made by the state legislature. Okay, the ruling party, they just take the bill. For example, I take some laws like helmet wearing act, no, not helmet wearing, Hindu marriage act. Okay, the ruling party must say this concept, and they have to show their confidence, a majority for that law. And if 100 persons are in the parliament meets, nearly 70 persons have to support this law. Then only then the law becomes the bill, and the bill is sent to the president for action. After the president is giving action to the bill, then only the bill becomes the law. This is what the actual rule for making a law. So, if the parliament, that means there is no standard government, means president and governor can make the law for the central government for whole India and for the state government. Okay. But the ordinance made by the president and the governor must be in line with the constitution. So the laws ordinance made by the president and the governor, that will be under judicial review only. So the Supreme Court magistrates and the High Court magistrates, they just validate the law made by the president and governor. If it is constitutional means okay. If it is unconstitutional means they just mention that they have to make some changes in that law, or otherwise the law will be invalid and a law become void only. And after that, what is the lifetime of this ordinance making law means? The ordinance can be in power up to when the new government is formed. For example, the ordinance will be made when there is no standard government. After some time, the standard governments will be formed by the election. After the standard government has been formed, the ordinance becomes invalid and null in the first 6 weeks of the new government formed. Within that 6 weeks, the new government has to accept this law, or they can invalid this law. Okay, and after 6 weeks, the law becomes usually invalid. That is what the major point. This applies to both for president and the governor. And pardoning power. Pardoning power means reducing the jail sentence. The jail sentence has been given to the people who are done severe and cruel crimes. For example, death sentence means hanging the person in India, and death sentence in Saudi Arabia and Middle East means it's beheading. It's a very severe punishment. That's it. And that's pardoning power. Pardoning means the president and the governor can reduce the punishment power to that persons who are sending the pardoning requesting letter to the president and the governor. So, As per that pardoning power, president can reduce the death sentence. He has that much power, and this power is not under judicial review. This is the supreme power of president and governor. Pardoning power will not be under judicial review. This is the power of the president and governor. So president can reduce the death sentence to a life sentence. For example, if the person is sentenced to death sentence by the High Court or Supreme Court, means he can send that person to jail only for jail sentence, not for death sentence. This is what the pardoning power. And for governor, he can't able to reduce the death sentence to life imprisonment. He can reduce the duration of that. For example, if a person is put into jail sentence for 20 years, means governor can reduce that 20 years duration to 10 years duration. That's what the major difference between president and governor. So this is what the major five differences between president and governor. President is the supreme leader, and the governor he is under the president's appointments only. So do share, like, share, and subscribe Namma Vetri IAS Academy, and follow us on Instagram and Telegram. Thank you.